Good afternoon. Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. That's great. Good afternoon, everybody. It's a warm welcome to you all on behalf of LG Electronics and Power and Sun to this webinar. And it's really a great pleasure because I can see right now 71 participants, which is a good thing. It's our first webinar in this part of the world, Middle East. But definitely we want to continue this going into the future because with the COVID situation, it looks like, this is going to be quite a regular events as far as webinars are concerned. So good to have you all here. Thank you for taking your time out of your busy schedules to this event. What we are going to put across to you today would be the technology of LG Solar and what we do in the product and what we are going to come into the future. So this is what we are going to try to bring it across to you through this presentation. And I can see quite a lot of participants' names are known to me, so which is good. But to those whom I am a new face, let me introduce myself. My name is Suraj Kumar. I'm part of LG Electronics team based in Dubai. In addition to that, we have our team from Korea here who have also joined this session and who will be taking the presentation forward. Mr. David Yoon, who is the Senior Sales Manager for this region and supporting us for all projects and businesses there. Mr. David, welcome. Then we have Mr. Dongmin Kim, who is from the engineering side, who will take care of all your technical queries, which you can put it across during the forum. And then we have Mr. Wonsudu, who is also part of the Solar team. Yes, hi, Mr. Wonsu. And then Mr. LK Verma, a very famous face here. Everybody knows him from Power and Sun, so no introductions more, right? And then last but not the least, Mr. Seung Tae Ri, who will be taking us through this presentation for the next half an hour to 45 minutes. Please do put in your queries on the message, and then we will try to answer as much as possible towards the end. And let me give the mic to Mr. Ri to take it forward. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear?
Yes, we can hear you, Ri.
Okay. Good afternoon to you guys. This is Ri from Solar. Thank you, Suraj, for introducing, and big thanks to Power and Sun for holding such a good event. This is good for all of us, and we look forward to introducing LG Solar and how we can work together with our customers here based in Dubai and also other regions in the Middle East and Africa. So let's start with the presentation first. 스크린 보이세요? 보이세요? Can you all see the screens now with the presentation?
Yes, we can see your screen.
Okay. So the topic of presentation today is future-proof alive with LG Solar. What does future-proof mean? It means to warrant and secure a future life. So securing your future with sustainability of LG Solar, as we warrant 25 years of product and performance warranty. So for yourself, your customer, and for the future generation, we can safely say we can future-proof. So together with LG, how can you future-proof a customer? First, we need to know what the customers need. To start with, what about the factory owners? What do they look for? they want cost-efficient energy operation and also environmentally responsible factory operation with less energy consumption, less carbon emission, especially these days when solar is booming and the needs for solar is more than ever. Also, with the increasing electricity fee, all of this is combined. Factory owners need a good solar. What about the procurement managers? They're similar. They also want cost-efficient energy operation. And also, they would like a reliable business partner who is trustworthy and who is also worth being a long-term business partner. What about the distributors and installers? Great product value and also reliable manufacturer. With LG, good warranty and service coverage program. For 25 years, you're guaranteed high revenue and also high power generation, meaning your ROI would be good. As a reliable manufacturer, you know LG, we've been in the industry for more than 60 years. So you can say we're pretty much one of the most reliable partners in the industry. So together with you, as a proof, how can we support the customer? As proof, you can see our landmark project. The first one is Emirates Flight Catering Group project that we installed last year. And Emirates Flight Group themselves posted this article on their website. You can look it up also. It's a 2.3 megawatt with our Neon 2 high efficient 335 watt model. You can see here, it also looks good design wise. And these two top managers also took the picture from here. And this proves that we supported the customer, also satisfied them with energy saving. And the next one is one of the most prestigious projects we have done. Expo 2020, the center building, Awasu Plaza. On ABC and ENF, all 5 buildings, we have our LG models installed. Especially in ABC building, we installed back then, one of the highest efficient models in the industry, Neon R, 365 watt model in 60 cell 4. Also ENF building, we installed Neon 2. Then you all know DAFSA, Dubai Airport Free Zone, next to the airport. We have done first, second, and third from year 17, 18, and 19, all throughout. DAFSA, one of the most rigorous or strict customers. They're a recurring business. They're a recurring customer. This means they're comfortable with us, with our quality, reliability. Also, we have installed in the Sustainable City, Fairgreen International School. On the right side, you can see. In Jumeirah Beach Hotel, we have done. And in 2010, we installed in our LG Jebel Ali office, 30 kilowatt small system. This is the oldest site we have installed in Dubai. And we're just confirmed it's still working perfectly. And in the Middle East, in Turkey, we have installed 14 megawatt. And in Cyprus and such, we have reference of residential and commercial both. And elsewhere globally, we have some good references in the airports. Also our factory in Gumi. Our solar factory installed 2.7 megawatt since 2013 and is running perfectly till now. So hopefully you can come visit Korea and we'll show you in the future when the corona is over, hopefully, and then soon. Then we'll take you here as a reference. And last year we just installed in LG India, Noida factory. So we'll start gathering the monitoring and gathering the data. And hopefully we can share with you how good our quality is and how much you can generate. And also we have done a few references as a school and car parks globally. Additionally, utility projects. One of the biggest we've done is 71 megawatt in Japan, Aomori. And we also have 1 mega floating system done in Korea and some landfill projects. So why should you go with LG Solar? Firstly, why choose LG's PV module? Good ROI. As you know, higher total energy production, it means higher revenue generated. And peace of mind you can have as a reliable brand. As I told you, more than 60 years in the industry, LG is a safe and reliable brand. Also, in the long term, you have to see all the costs considered. So hidden cost factors. Upfront cost is important, but you have to see for 25 years. Insurance, repair, replacement, and maintenance. All these factors are combined, then the cost can go up. But with LG, pretty much all you have to consider is initial cost, maybe cleaning a bit. All these factors, you don't have to worry with LG. And then as we told you, higher total energy production, how can it be achieved? With conventional, this is here, starts here. With our advanced technology, you can enjoy the better specification of stronger light absorption, less electrical loss, more yield under higher temperature because our PMX temperature coefficient is very good, and more yield under lower irradiance. This means our LG module can generate more than the others, even in the cloudy days. So all these combined, LG's total energy production is higher. So as I mentioned to you before, LG is a trusted energy partner. For 62 years, we've been standing strong. And compared to other tier one companies, our ultimate Z-score is higher. What is ultimate Z-score? It is a formula to help determine the financial health of a company and screening for bankruptcy. Also, LG Solar, our R&D capability is very good. We achieved more than 1,200 solar patents as of last year, N-type, and it will go up more. And applications also from tier one solar companies, LG is top in the industry, you can see. This is the solar patents that we have received. This is the applications. Those are the difference, but still we're on the top, I can say. And LG superior warranty. We guarantee industry-leading product and performance warranty of 25 years. 25 years of product warranty and performance warranty. Especially performance warranty. After 25 years, conventional, they will warrant you about 80% performance. But with us, we can warrant you more than 90% performance warranty. This means, say you purchase 400 watt peak model, and in 25 years, we still warrant you more than 360 watt power generation after 25 years. So with LG sustainability and reliability, you can safely say you're guaranteed this 25-year warranty. Also, although LG is a global company with a rigorous and strict functioning, we all still do regular auditing and evaluation by the third-party test institutes. If you're in the solar industry, you all know BDE. This organization comes to our factory and also company, and they evaluate and audit all these functionings. So we're committed to due diligence, you can say. We also do quality assurance, multiple. and 5 representative tests are shown below: Hale impact test, mechanical load test, module breakage test, flammability, and climate test with solar irradiance. I'll quickly show you the videos, which is very interesting. This is my favorite part, flammability test. Based on the IC standard, with the fire test. Spread of flame, what you see now, and what you see is a burning brand test. Next one is mechanical load test to determine the durability of the solar module. So our N-type module, Neon 2, based on it, is front is 5,000 years 5,000 Pascal. We pile up this of a weight to the module itself. We are 1 hour. In 3 cycles, in Hale impact, we hit 11 locations. Yeah, videos is video streaming is slow, so we'll share with you this video later on. So as you can see, we conduct multiple quality tests to warrant the best quality. Okay, as I mentioned to you, I'll close this just to speed up. We use light glass and maintain industry-leading mechanical load standard. Our module is lighter than the others. We use 2.8 millimeter glass. Conventional, they use 3.2. Even if this is thinner, we still warrant fully tempered glass because we use good quality glass. So it's lighter and it's thinner, yet it's more durable. So with our LG's advanced production, which is all automated from cell line to module line, we assign each cell a unique ID number and also the module. So each cell and module has a unique serial number, so we can track down if there's any malfunctioning or any defect. Then we can track down from the beginning to the end. So all this combined, we can warrant you top class quality. As you can see in this picture, we have received quite a few prestigious awards, solar awards every year for our cutting edge solar technology. And LG's design is more elegant and aesthetically satisfying. So these are the few reasons why you should choose LG. Then I'll introduce now to our technology. So LG Solar Neon 2 N-type is of double-sided cell structure. What does it mean? With conventional, only one side generation from the front. So from the back, nothing is reflected. But with LG, from front, the sunlight comes, and also the reflected sunlight you can generate from the rear side because it's a bifacial cell structure. So if it's from one side, then it's monofacial. From both sides, it is bifacial. With our cello technology, which is written here, we improve power and stability. Due to stable electron transfer pathways, we have more pathways. You can experience low loss and with reduced micro crack loss because we have more pathway again, low stress. Also, you reduce reflection light loss due to our optimal absorption enhancement. LG module outperform, as I mentioned to you before, even when the sun is weak, when it's cloudy or rainy, and even when the temperature is high, as you can see here. Luminosity radiation is low, but even in this, LG Neon 2 performance is higher than the conventional. Also, temperature coefficient with Neon 2 is higher than the conventional. So especially in hot areas in the Middle East, this is a very, very important factor which you have to consider when you choose a model. Also, for the last 3 years, this topic has been very hot in the solar industry. LID, LETID, and PID effects. You can read here what those mean. And pretty much LG Neon 2 module itself, no LID effect or no power drop compared to others. Our LG Neon 2 modules, they function as they should, 100% or above. Also LETID, pretty much 0% effect compared to the conventional, who almost dropped down to -5% because of this. So performance evaluation by third party also by DNVGL, one of the most well-known organizations for evaluating our LG Neon 2, we are rated very high compared to other guys, performance-wise, 8% more than the conventional in comparison. Now, this is very interesting. Starting from 2013, every year, we checked actual degradation versus warranty condition. So our old model, our first Neon model, original warranty was supposed to be minus 0.7% per year, which is now minus 0.33%. How can you guarantee such low degradation? You can see here actual degradation in the field. Every year, just minus 0.25%. So compared to warranty, actual degradation rate is very low. So we can warrant you as of now, even better condition. This is our proof. And we also post highest efficiency in the industry, which is of 22%, which is called back contact. What does it mean? On the front side, there is no bus bar because it's all attached to the back side. That's why it's called back contact. So it means surface is nothing on it, so it can absorb more light. No front electrode. So more absorption means higher efficiency and higher power. So in the back side, we have 30 thin ribbons to minimize current resistance also. So now we'll introduce our product lineup. With our N-type base, 25 years of product and performance warranty, we have Neon 2, 60 cell. Now it's up to 370 watt this year, and Neon 2, 72 cell, up to 425 watt end of the year, and Neon 2 bifacial is 60 cell and 72 cell. Bifacial 345 watt. Just the front side. This is a transparent backsheet. That's why it's called bifacial module. And also up to 415 in 72 cell format. And Neon R back contact model that I just introduced to you, highest efficiency in the industry. We can produce up to 390 watt at the end of the year. Then we also have more economical lineup, which is called LG Mono X Plus, P-type base model, half-cut cell technology of 60 cell and 72 cell. 60 cell, we can produce up to 370 watt. And now we can produce up to 450 watt of 72 cell. So to go into more detail, we'll introduce to model one by one. Neon 2, LG's best-selling module. In 60 cell and 70 cell format, we have various power output, power models, and efficiency is now higher than 21%, Neon 2 model itself. And in 72 cell format, is higher than 20%. And as I explained to you before, annual degradation is minus 0.33%. That's how we can warrant you after 25 years, above 90% performance warranty. In the wind load, as I showed you in the video, is also one of the top in the industry of 5,400 Pascal and rear 4,000 Pascal. And the temperature coefficient is minus 0.34% per degree, which is also the highest. Then next we have, as I introduced you, bifacial model, which is of transparent backsheet. So if you put your hand behind the module, you can see your hand because the module itself is of transparent backsheet glass. The difference between Neon 2 and Neon 2 bifacial is this is covered with, Neon 2 is covered with white backsheet. And this one is a transparent backsheet. So this N-type bifacial property, double-sided, enables additional power output gain. Some data showed in snowy and cold temperature, such as in Canada, we saw 25 to 30% more power generation. So you add to simply 400 watt, you add 30% more, that's above 500 watt. So 100 watt extra gain, depending on the installation and the environment. So when you see it fit, this is also a good option to install. And the specification is similar to Neon 2. Also 25-year warranty. And then Neon R, back contact technology that achieves industry-leading module efficiency. Temperature coefficient is minus 0.29%, which is one of the best in the industry. And each year annual degradation is minus 0.25%. And efficiency, of course, is higher than 20%, as I showed you before. In 60 cell format, this power output is very high. Also, efficiency is high for that reason. So Mono X Plus, more economical lineup. We have in 60 cell and 70 cell format. In 60 cell, we have up to 370 watt, which is of 19.8%. This is half cut module. In 72 cell format, 450 watt and 440 watt. This is a 15-year product warranty. This is good for BOS saving, and also durability is good for economical lineup. Then lastly, LG Electronics is a company of good sustainability and reliability. Last year we recorded 53 billion and 2.1 billion. And what I want to emphasize is in this corona circumstance, a lot of companies are suffering, but still within this harsh condition, first half we achieved 23 billion sales, 1.3 billion operating income. This is evidence that with LG Solar, you will be guaranteed 25-year warranty because we are a strong company even in hard conditions and harsh conditions. So you can trust and rely on LG as a solar partner. They will give you long-lasting peace of mind. With that being said, thank you. And this is my information just for you. And if you have any questions or anything like that, please put it on the chat and we'll answer as much as we can.
Thanks, Reed. Thanks for the nice presentation. Very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, once again, and welcome back on a very nice, session. Mr. Ree has touched upon all the important aspects that why and how LG Solar is different than the rest of the products which are available in the market. Very nice references and very old references, so which stands the claim that it will work for 25 years. Strong company, nice backing, done excellent financials. Now, having touched upon on these points, a couple of key and important informations. There are some requests on the chats, as a question about the presentation, and both the presentation as well as the video will be available. We have all the details of the people who are attending the sessions and who have registered but could not able to attend because of different reasons. So the video as well as the presentations will be made available through the link which will be in a downloadable form. I have another 5 to 10 minutes of discussions, a quick introduction on Power and Sun, and then most importantly that what we bring in on a table to you as an users, installers, EPC companies, and how and what type of values will be added in a value chain, not only a mere distribution. After that, we will have a question answers. We have a panelist, specialist, who all are specialists in their actually domains. It will be an excellent opportunity to ask and clarify the doubts. We will also have, apart from the questions which are mentioned in a question answer in a chat box, we will also have a live. We will also pick up some live questions. When we go through that, there's a hand symbol in your screens which will be appearing. You need to put that on, so it means you wanted to ask a question, and then we can switch on your mic and you can ask live basis. So this is how the entire event is now going to be. I'll quickly share my screen, and so I hope my screen is visible. Is the screen visible?
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks. Power and Sun is a one-stop solar solution company. We keep stocks of all the solar components, inverters, PV modules, cables, structures, combiner boxes, and the basic idea is that bring in all the components, bring the solution sense and then provide it as a single integrated solution and the components to the market. You're basically known as a demand aggregators. When I say a demand aggregation, I'll just quickly explain it to you. What do I mean by this? There is a large market on a rooftop and on a C&I sector. So if we take the C&I sector and only the rooftop business, there's a good chunk of business which is mostly not very actually streamlined or not very disciplined in terms of the project, in terms of project turnaround times or in the project specifications, selection of products, components, and all. So what we have done is we have created a methodology by virtue of which 200 kilowatt, 500 kilowatt, 1 megawatt, 2 megawatt, this type of various projects in the territory where we operate, we collect those informations, put them together, aggregate those demands, convert those demands into sales projections, create a demand forecast from this, and then go to the manufacturers, speak to them on an annual or on a quarterly shipment schedules, and the benefit of economies of scales what comes to us has been passed it on to the client. So that's the reason the price variations bought directly from the manufacturer or from the distributor like us will not be there at all. Rather, in many cases, it will be lower because of the better management of a supply chain which takes place. So apart from design and distribution, we also support certain clients on a complete engineering and project management. We don't do any installations, and we don't have any plan to get into the installations because most of our customers are EPC companies and installers. So we try to keep ourselves away from the conflict of interest of getting into with your customers along with the same business. This also helps us to remain focused, and we 85 to 90% of the revenues comes only from a design and a distribution portion. Solar Simplified is a coin, is a terminology coined by us, which is the basic idea behind this is to simplify the entire process of solarization. I think when we go a little bit more in the details, you will realize that 70% of your time, money, and energy is actually spent in making the materials available to the sites. And this 70% of if this 70% is managed well, then you have actually scope of reducing 20 to 30% of your complete project around your project turnaround time, and at least 2 to 5% on your overall cost. When I say a cost reduction through the simplification of the procurement process, means in a solar on-grid simple solar project of say 1 megawatt, you will have at least 10 to 12 various suppliers. So you'll have to go for 10 different negotiations on the prices, payment terms, specification finalizations, all those type of areas. Whereas, and then managing the logistics of all those things at the end of the day. Whereas once you go for a single source or integrated buying, where we also support either in terms of creating a BOQ or taking your BOQ and then clubbing it all together and giving it in a one single go. So the overall calculations, if you see, it makes a lot of sense to outsource the process or to give the complete responsibility of a third party to make the products available to the site on a time bound manner. If it is delayed, then it is even the penalties are coming to that. So this is Solar Simplified, has been well accepted in this region. In Europe, it is extremely common. They work on a slightly different model, but in this region, it is now gaining a prominence, and most of the EPCs, they believe. So it's an experience, capability, all put together. Supporting the EPCs in terms of reducing their project turnaround time at a lower cost. And when I say the project turnaround time means if you are doing 4 or 5 projects in a year with a given resources, so with the same resources, how you will be able to do 6 or 7 or 8 projects. So your turnaround at the end of the year with the same resources increases, and the impact of that in both top line and the bottom line of your financials will be phenomenal. 360-degree solutions, we are in on-grid, off-grid, hybrid, or PV diesel system, zero export. So we talk about a solar, we have a capability of designing the systems around it and then providing it at a most competitive price and ensuring the availability. Buy online is for the B2C. The residential market at this point of time is not much, but it is expected to increase. And we are probably the first company who got into the online platform of buying either a DIY kits or the small combo packs of 3 kilowatt, 5 kilowatt, 10 kilowatt, like that. We have shipped in the last 3 years till 2019 December, close to around 300 megawatt. In this region, we got a footprints in 35 companies, 4 global offices. By and large, the best price guaranteed because of the economies of scale and actually a proper management or a master planning on a supply chain. Sorry, I think it's, yeah. As I said, Solar Simplified, its basic idea behind this and to achieve this is actually aligning the demand chain. You have a various companies who are going to install in a various sizes. So developing a methodology of putting them or bringing them on a one page, creating some sort of alignment with the from that page, which is going to help us in creating the forecast and going it to the manufacturing companies for having the annual schedule orders and all. Bringing visibility is again another area which supports the complete I mean, the complete demand chain, as well as after that the supply chain, not beyond a manufacturer, but from beyond manufacturer to making the products available to the site. So once the visibility is increased, rest of the issues and rest of the problems of logistics becomes very simple. Increasing availability is actually extremely important aspect. As I said that 70% of time of a total overall project is making the products available to the site only. And if this is reduced by 30%, then you can think that what project you are expected to complete in 6 months, or what project you are expected to complete in a 5 months is reduced to 3 or 4 months. This plays a very important role, not only for a specific products, but into the entire industry. And a very little impetus has been given on these aspects, because we all talk about brands, technology, ROI, LOC, various applications, but there's a very little getting spoken about how the operational efficiencies and what operational efficiencies can actually bring in into the solar projects. Integrated project supplies, the benefit has been well known from the IT sectors or from the electronic sector, that once you integrate some components together or bring it under a one umbrella and still not integrated and supplied it like this, it will definitely bring a lot of advantage. Reducing prices, assuring agility is this is actually well understood and known during the COVID times, especially because suddenly when it started somewhere in the mid of March, in any live business you will have close to 30, 40, 50, depending upon your size of a business, live cases. And then suddenly when the international ports, transactions, movements of the goods are restricted, the banks started operating it with a different speed and with the different capacities. You'll see that all those transactions are getting extended with the time or being enlarged on their time frames. So with these situations, if the system or your partner is not agile to absorb these matters or these issues of business in a value chain or in a delivery system, what you are having it, then you have a lot of other issues which are actually propping it up. So this is a model. Very soon we will be having online requirement portal on this, where there will be a visibility on product availability and the prices, so the project managers and engineers can actually have a quotation prepared for the solar project in less than 10 to 15 minutes time. I think the entire system is being working towards that. Maybe in a 15 or 20 days, we have been working on this from the last 6 months. Very soon it will be made available on a platform also. The way we operate is very simple. We do our operation with a lot of transparency, trust, and transcend. We are technology oriented, totality. We see the holistic approach of the complete system, and that's where the actual optimization, because the local optimization sometimes are extremely dangerous. So we create a holistic approach, and then try to see what can be the best solution. Cooperate, collaborate, and consolidate. I think this has been getting known more and more after the COVID times. There was a long time. There's a saying from an Indian expert, Chanakya, in his book. He has mentioned that no economical activity will carry a sense if all the people associated with it doesn't have a space defined for them and doesn't have the profits defined for them. So this is something coming out from them, from this. Lean, mean, and clean is means simply we are a green company and highly focused, not even a 1 inch away from our core values or core targets, not even on the right and on the left, so right on the spot. So with this, I think I will just sum it up. With last but not the least thing is together with LG we are ensuring the quick and easy availability of the products. Required technical supports from Power and Sun and from LG, both are available. Products are at excellent pricing, and the most important aspect of this entire relationship is then very experienced partner. So the experienced partner in the name of LG, which is from the years, strong financial background. When we say 25 years of warranty, it has been supported by all the facts and figures which is available. And experienced partner brings a lot of unsaid or a undefined values and the strength in the system which cannot be met otherwise. So with this, I think I will close my quick 10 minutes of presentation. We will open the session now for a question answer session. And as I said in the beginning, we will have a live questions as well. I hope the panelists are ready. Good. So let me open the questions. There's a question from Mr. Anthony Basil that what is the maximum module efficiency LG has? So Mr. Ree, can you answer this?
In 60 cell format, neon, what do you call it? Neon R is above 22. And with N-type Neon 2, it is above 21%.
Neon 2 and Neon R, both the efficiencies, you can mention it once again, though it was a part of your presentation.
Oh, I hear what you mean. Sorry. I'll just look up the 열면 시간이 좀 걸려요. Neon R itself, with currently the lowest we produce are 375 watt, which will introduce 390 watt in the near end of fourth quarter. Anyways, it is about 22% with the 380 watt. 380 watt Neon R. Yeah, 20%. Okay. And as the power goes up, efficiency will go up. And N-type, yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah, please go ahead.
And which product has the 22%?
Neon R, back contact.
Okay, so it is above 22%, or it is actually at a 22% only?
Neon R 380 watt is at 22%. 380 is at 22%.
Okay, good.
And with Neon 2, yeah, N-type 360 watt now is at 20.8%. And we will introduce 365 watt end of this month, which is at 21.1%. All in 60 cell format.
Fine, thank you. Thanks, Sri, for your answer. There's a message from Mr. John Edwin that he wants to speak, but his mic is not on. So you can raise your hand, which is there at the bottom, or can give your question over here. We can connect to your mic and then we can ask the question. In the meantime, let me go to the next question. Mr. Sahin Bayukhaya, his question is, how is LG position inside the European manufacturer as efficiency based? So I think probably he wants to ask that European manufacturers of PV modules, where do you keep LG, in terms of the efficiencies?
Oh, it depends on the brand, but would say we are the higher efficiency class because in 60 cell format, Neon R and Neon 2, we all produce from Korea. And efficiency wise, in 60 cell format, those are, as you saw, above 21% or 22%. So those are really difficult to achieve.
Okay. Mr. Mahmood Kamal, there's a question from him. We are interested to know question saying if we are interested to know if N-type LG modules are meeting DIVA on grid solar PV systems Mahmood. So I think Mr. Suraj, you would like to reply this. What are the products which are approved at DIVA, and what is the new products approval which are there in pipeline?
The ones which Mr. Ree has mentioned are already approved with DIVA at the moment until 380 watt, and we have taken approval for the upcoming models also. So that is also done. And you might not see the latest ones on the DIVA website because these we have received the approval. It will be updated in the next listing.
Yes, we just received confirmation email from DIVA registration team last week. So as Mr. Suraj said, they will be uploaded with the next updated equipment list.
Okay, so there's another question from Mr. Munib Anwar, and he is asking about give 3 solid differentiation points between LG and the tier 1, any supplier or any other product in the tier 1. His question is, I have changed it slightly, Mr. Munib. If you are listening us, you have asked in a long question that this is the hurdles, and also I think the gist of your question is that give us 3 strong differentiating points which helps us. Yeah.
Suraj, am I taking this?
Yeah, please take up Suraj or anyone.
Okay,
or
so with other tier 1, well, N-type Neon R and Neon 2 modules are all manufactured in Korea. So quality control for us is very strict. So we can control the quality, and we can warrant you the top quality with that factor. And you saw the efficiency in 60 cell. They're the highest, achieving 22% or 21% also. And with the performance warranty after 25 years is above 90%, whereas others would maybe achieve 85%, 86% at most. Those are the stronger parts. And we've seen in the industry in the few years, the 5 years experience that I've had, some strong guys, they went bankrupt and they disappeared. Some companies, they reappeared. They apparently went out of business 10 years ago with the same brand name, but the different owners, meaning they're not so stable. So with LG Electronics Inc., you're guaranteed reliable partner and long-term warranty. So those are the main parts we can emphasize.
Great. Thanks, Ree. I'll quickly take up another question. This is from Marcelo Sebastian, and his question is that when most of the tier 1 manufacturers are moving towards the 500 watt peak, how is LG going to take up this challenge, and what are your plans towards it?
Okay.
Mr. Wansu wants to.
Hello.
Mr. Yun will answer you guys. He's about to speak out.
Okay. The same question is also being asked by Mr. Hamza Zuzer. So his question is also the same.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. So.
Okay, let me answer to the question about the competitors, the performance, the product more than the 500 megawatt, 500 watts. But we glanced at many the articles from the newspaper or the magazines, but we couldn't find any evidence in the market. But sooner or later they introduce their product in the market. But currently we cannot find that kind of product yet. But sooner or later, LG can introduce another solution. For example, the 500 watt is not the highest. More than 500 watt is the highest the performance that the highest the figures number in the market at the moment. But another phases, we can show the other solution to the customers. Not only the figures, a number.
So, Mr. Yoon, what you are saying is you have as far as solution is concerned, that you have a solution and it is there as a roadmap product plan, which you have it internally to slowly get into that league also.
Frankly speaking, at the moment, we don't have any plan to launch the more than 500 watts.
Okay.
Yeah, but we can compete with our competitors with another solution. For example, efficiency and the long lasting and reliability.
Okay, but I also see I can share my experience. Maybe 1.5, 2 years back, 330, 335 in a 60 cell was something which was considered as the highest. I mean, power bin. Today we are talking it about 380 already. So this 410, 415, 420 will also migrate to in the next maybe a 6 months or a year's time to 450, 440.
Most likely, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Another question from Mr. Rajashekharan Selvam is climate test is done on the solar panels. Is it being routinely done, or what type, or how is the climate test done? Or it is a in-house system, or or with every batch it has been done, or it is like a once it is done and the same references are taken for the future?
Sorry, just 1 minute, please. We have data on it that I can check quickly.
Okay, during the checking the data, in our side, please let me comment something there. Let me say something to all the participant today. And currently, most of the customers looking for the cheapest one, the cheapest PV module in the market. But we need to consider about the price and the reliability and long-lasting the product life cycle. Okay, in case of the TV and laptop, you can buy the cheapest one because their life cycle is only 3 years and 5 years. After that, you can replace with a new buy one. But in case of PV module, it should be the life cycle of the PV module should be aligned and the same, almost the same as your life cycle of the house. In your house, at your house and in your building, the PV module life cycle is less than 5 years and 10 years. Can you buy? Will you pass off the PV module to your children the less than 10 years life cycle? So we strongly recommend to our customers, please consider the reliability of the product, only the price. That's our strong recommendation to our customers.
Fine, thanks, Mr. Yoon. We are running behind around 8-9 minutes of our schedule. Let me quickly check if anyone from the attendees would like to ask live question. We can take up some. You can raise up your.
Sorry, just quick reply from our climatic test. So compared to international standards, thermal cycling where we do 200 cycles, we do 3 times more with 600 cycles. And damp heat, international standard is 1,000 hours, but we do 2,000 hours, twice more rigorous. 들리세요?
Thanks to all the panelists. Thanks to Suraj and being a local LG contact point. Thanks to all the panelists, Mr. Ree, excellent presentation, Mr. Srivansu, Mr. David Yoon, for your time and availability. We are now at the last stage of our session. We are winding it up. Just a thanks to all the attendees, because we can understand that when there are webinars has become a part of life, sparing time in such a good numbers and listening it patiently to all the speakers, it deserves a thanks. Thanks a lot, gentlemen, once again, and thanks to the LG team. Take care. We will be, as said, that we will send you the mail to the link to where you can download the presentation as well as the video of this session. Thank you.
Thank you. Stay safe.
Thanks. Bye bye.